She do look like a dude.
She didn't even have to do all that extra stuff, did she? It's a couple of extra shit. The eyebrows. It's a couple of extra shit she didn't even have to do. Yeah, she did look like a dude. Sinclair. I'm surprised you said that. Cause when I saw that, I was like, bruh. You look like Keenan. Like on Keenan and Kel. He on Saturday Night Live now, which we still don't know because we don't watch that.
Oh. Yeah, they come up.
Yeah, that's what she looked like, a light skin with a mustache.
Yeah. Certain lesbians and dykes should be they should be hating on her.
I want to say that, but actually what you just said proves that. I said I wanted to say that, but she looked like an actual dude, not like a lesbian even, like a dude. So, right.
It was effortless for her.
Effortless. And she cute before.
And she cute. As a dude and
as a female.
So she bi.
She's the American. She more than that. She try. She try. What's the male's version of Felicia? Felipe. Felipe.
Black women, about females, they don't want to submit to their man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why do they have to submit? Like, why does anybody have to submit? That's a strong word to me.
It's a strong ass word. And then once I get past, and it'll take a long time for me to get past that, but once I get past how strong that word is and how predatory it is, I think the only person that has that question is a man who's not showing leadership or strength enough for a woman to want to automatically, of her own accord, to submit to you. So even that whole conversation, it's like I can't even have that conversation with that audience because they're all have an opinion about submission being like a mandate in a relationship on any level. You know, why is it a mandate? Why can't it be someone look at someone and see them in a leadership light and go, I'm going to let this man lead. Look at him go. Or he's worthy. Anybody would look at him and think. Or a woman. If the woman was ready to lead in a situation, you'd be like, ooh, look at her go.
Yeah, well, I'm saying, why does it have to just be that person? Like, okay, they could lead in this area, and then they could lead in this area, but then there's certain areas that
exactly.
Spouse could
Exactly.
lead, you know? So.
And that lets me know that they're not even, like the people that even want to have that discussion don't have a bar of what healthy relationships even are.
And
none of them would listen to people who know what a healthy relationship is.
And then you got the breed of women that be like,
yeah.
You know.
That's new white feminism.
And I don't understand that.
Yeah.
You know, and so, you know, then I'm like, they always talking and, you know, and it's just like, I can't get past the fact that y'all just being okay with whatever, you know, just submit to another person. But
period.
Men,
right?
Men, but I'm just thinking that goes both ways.
It does go both ways. But only a man worthy of leadership knows that. You know what I mean? So to me, even when I see these or participating in those conversations, I already know all the men in that audience. All the men on that panel are not man enough to hold a candle to my husband.
Man,
to the only type of man that I would tolerate in my life.
I wouldn't even be able to make it to the stage to even say anything.
Right.
But I know there's women out there, and few dudes that feel the same.
Right.
Way. That I do know because I did hear a few people. This girl, she was like, I understand what y'all saying and everything, but why is this focus just on submitting to the man? Like, why is it just, it's just a female that has to submit to the man? Like, that's the part I'm
because if they want to be technical, since they see, let's say, as a woman's place in the kitchen, right? Well, when she cooks, whatever the fuck she cooks, and maybe you making requests sometime, but you ain't making requests on the menu. She cooking what she wants you to have. And are you not submitting when you sit down at the motherfucking table and eat whatever she chose to feed your black ass? I mean, what the fuck? So she in that role, she's
by cooking.
but she actually led by cooking. But they can't see that.
No, she submitted.
Yeah, she submitted by cooking.
Because she know motherfucker who need to eat.
Yeah, they can't see that. For a motherfucker who need to eat. Exactly. So she led by feeding the motherfucker that needs to nourish himself so he can do whatever the fuck he considers leadership.
If you use reverse psychology for your little toddler, are you submitting?
Right.
Are you leading?
Right.
You know what I mean? Honey, that's fine.
Good one.
It was so great. Try again, though.
Good one.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, the mascara.
And I'm saying, I'd rather get some cheap mascara.
Yeah, but when you do this with the mascara, it's on your hand.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Well, not the waterproof one for sure, but.
All this talking about
I know.
real men is making you hot.
Yeah, it is. All this talk about real men is making me hot. That's what's happening.
You sweaty.
And sweaty. You know me so well.
Part of the reason you married me.
That's why I married you.
Part of the reason.
That's the whole reason.
No, it's part of the reason.
That's 100% of the reasoning.
Don't.
Well, I'm going to keep doing whatever I'm doing because you didn't finish telling me what to don't do. So that's a lose-lose situation. That's a setup. Say it with your chest.
Then what's with that breed of women that likes the man to be talking like down to them, like y'all women, y'all the ones that y'all don't be doing this.
Don't get me started. Don't get me.
Man, then, and I'm just like,
don't get me started.
Dude.
Right. Dude. To that chick.
And I'm where the chick is, but I'm just like, dude, like.
Right.
All right.
Exactly.
Even if you do find a woman like just doing all this shit, do you really want a woman that's just gonna bow down to every motherfucker?
He don't, and that's why he end up cheating on her, and that's why a lot of those guys also justify polygamy, because they gonna get sick of this chick barking on one leg and spinning in a circle every goddamn day.
Yeah.
Cause he like. But I just, we old enough to just kick back and watch it unfold. Be like, this gonna be something. Then you have an interview of the bitches 3 to 7 years later talking about, when I was just, people was telling me and I was brainwashed and whatever. Whatever. Call me victim blaming. Y'all been over backwards to show people that you a grown ass motherfucker. But then now you a victim, so you ain't grown enough to deal with your consequences now? There's people out there though.
But I have to tell myself and realize that if they don't know anything different, they really are trying.
Yeah,
It's their way of trying. Like, that's really her way of trying, and she's trying, and she's on this platform saying it.
And he married her.
Yeah. So I think women like that, she just might need educated.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some people just don't know what to do, and then some people don't communicate. Exactly what.
Some people don't know what to do.
And
because the clubhouse kind of make you follow everybody, well, not everybody, but more people than you normally would. I followed and unfollowed so many people.
So,
looking at that Instagram. Go ahead. So you go to Instagram.
Sometimes, yeah. You can easily find people, but to find, like I said, people that you hitting with on all levels, or most of them, I see how that could be a challenge. Because there's a lot of deal breakers as the older you get. Yeah. If you stick to your values and stuff that you have. So then I look at listening to these people with their stories of their past experiences. And I don't care what nobody say, that's what shapes what you think about future stuff.
It does.
Whether you go along with it or not, that's one thing. Or do something different. But a lot of these people...
Shape is very accurate what it does.
Yeah, so they're basing all this on what happened, with them before. And then I just thought, there are a lot of lonely women that are so desperate in a way that they have consciously lowered the bar, consciously fucking with dudes they know they shouldn't be fucking with, but they like, well, you know, I thought I just, you know, I thought he would, I thought this, but they knew.
And there are so many of them that other women make it seem okay and like a normal mistake that everybody is going to inevitably make.
Kind of like that movie we was watching last night. They was talking, one subject they was talking about was, can you have a friend of the opposite sex when you're in a relationship and everything's okay? You know, they had some people that were like, you know, you trust whoever your man is, you know, that's who you trust. You trust your woman, your female. Because the dude was like, I don't give a fuck. You can put my fucking wife in with whoever. He was naming all this. You gotta let the woman do her thing. You know, it's like the more you try to tell her what she can and can't do, and this and that, the more that she probably gonna do some shit. He was like, so anyway, he was like, you know, you take my woman, you go wherever, because it's like we have, you know, a commitment with each other. He was like, so, you know, she wouldn't go, you know, here, there, whatever. Hey, go ahead, boo, you know, whatever, you know. And he's like, it ain't about, you know, her doing her thing so I can do my thing. He's like, it's just about, you know, us trusting each other. That's why y'all, that's what y'all in a relationship, y'all supposed to be trust each other. That's what it's supposed to be about. Chick was like, yeah, but, you know, ain't no woman got no business trying to, you know, feed my man, and, you know,
it's always some of them.
Blah, 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 blah. So then they was like, yeah, but it's your man that is the one that's committed to you. And she's like, yeah,
they don't get that.
But all it takes sometimes is, you know, you get a little weak spot.
Then that's what you choose, and you deflected about yourself.
Then about 3 other women jumped in. Yeah, you know, you get a weak spot, and then that's what caused it. You know, and it's like, we're not saying that we don't trust the guy.
Yes, you are.
It's like, we don't trust that female because, you know, the guy, he might not even know what's going on, but we know that she planning. And once we know what she planning, she's like, we gotta do something.
You must have did something before your own self to know how that even works.
It was like 5 more was like agreeing.
Yeah.
You know, that's why you gotta draw the line, because once you see that female trying to, you know, get what you got, you know, he don't even know, and by the time he realizes it, it might be that 1 week time that y'all got a weak point in y'all relationship, and then what? That'll never change.
I was gonna say, I already know off jumping from life experience, I will never see eye to eye in terms of relationship with someone who can find any crevice to get mad at the other person. Any. Period. You did not marry them. You don't have... It's kind of the same theory of females, girls, misguided girls, feeling attacked when a grown-ass woman suggests that you don't go outside like a hoe to get treated like one. And then they think that same person is being a victim shamer when something happens, and they'd be like, I don't know what to tell you. Right? So I knew long ago that I would never see healthy relationship building in the same light as people like that. So whenever I see somebody that automatically, you know how people take relationship advice from anybody. Like, there are rarely people that I would even... First of all, I have the healthiest relationship I have seen on this planet. So, that ain't gonna happen. But especially if I see a female or male, anybody, that can blame the outer person for messing with the person that you're in a relationship with, I already know we perceive many aspects of things differently. That's all. You remember when the radio station did that thing, and I told you that triggered me so bad. Remember I told you they was like, the question was, it might have been Dee Dee, but it might have been Dee Dee. And the question was, would you leave your man in the same room alone with
yeah.
your family or friend? Your friends or family members. And so the girls that you describing that kept getting on that dumbass bandwagon remind me of all the females that showed up was like all hell, calling in, hell no, hell no. And I'm like, who the fuck are y'all related to? And choosing as friends and choosing as partners, boyfriends. That y'all can't leave the very people that are supposed to love you the most in the world together in a room and go out of the room without worrying about them sleeping together? Bro, my husband can spend the night with my sisters and cousins and families and stuff. Like, what? They don't know accountability for the people they choosing in their life. And even the ones that come in, they don't realize they double it down because they'd be like, yeah, because I remember when I was with such and such and such, because such and such was messing with my boyfriend. Well, it's like, so you just got a whole track history of that shit. That's just your life. That's your truth. I got to accept it as your truth. I'm okay with that. But man, I'm so thankful for you. I'll tell you that much. Tell you that much.
You say that. Then I try to get a little sugar.
Maybe not try at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, stubble. Mm-hmm. It went through there?
It went through my face.
Wow, okay. Well, that could be an indication of how it be sticking my skin when it be sharp. Like that, I didn't know it was that strong.
Yeah, I went through my pants. I'm like, so he thought I was tickled. He probably thought I was tickled on him.
Yeah, I did.
See, you gotta communicate.
Mm-hmm. That's your fans only page. Look, tickling me.